Hello and welcome to another Warhammer 40K reaction. So today I'll be starting Helsreach. So again, I've seen a few people react to this one. And the other day I saw one video which was like 2.5 hours long. So I was a bit worried that might be too long. But it turns out there are like 13 parts to it and of varying lengths. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start reacting and recording. And I'll try and split this into multiple parts because 2.5 hours will be a bit too much. I am free today. I can probably sit and watch the whole thing, but I'll definitely split them because the video will be too big and it will be boring as well. So I'll try and keep it to like a more reasonable length, so 30-40 minutes if I can. So that way we don't have too many parts and at the same time we don't have very big parts. So anyway, let's get into this and see what this is about. The only thing I know is like a story in the Warhammer setting. So let's see. Part 1. Part 1 is short. Following fanfiction, unofficial, no way endorsed by games version. In the grim darkness, there's only war. Yeah, that's like the tagline. Only war.
I will die on this world. I cannot tell where this conviction comes from. Whatever birthed it is a mystery to me, and yet the thought clings like a virus, blooming behind my eyes and taking deep root within my mind. It almost feels real enough to spread corruption to the rest of my body, like a true sickness. It will happen soon, within the coming nights of blood and fire. I will draw my last breath, and when my brothers return to the stars, my ashes will be scattered over the priceless earth of this accursed world. Armageddon. Even the name twists my blood until burning oil beats through my veins. I feel anger now, hot and heavy, flowing through my heart and filtering into my limbs like boiling poison. My hands curl into fists. I am strong, born only to slay for the Emperor and the Imperium. I am pure, wearing the blackest of the black, trained to serve as a spiritual guide as well as a war leader. I am wrath incarnate, living only to kill until finally killed.
This is pretty epic.
I am a weapon in the eternal crusade to forge humanity's mastership in the stars. Its strength, purity, and wrath will not be enough. I will die on this world. I will die on Armageddon.
Helsreach. So this is more like a trailer, but it's a very impressive trailer. Very minimalistic art style, but awesome voice. Music is excellent. Yeah, pretty cool, man. So far, it seems like a story of a space marine. Now, which one, which faction? Again, I'm not well versed enough to figure that out, but we'll see. So it's part of the audiobook. Okay. All right, so then the book I should consider, perhaps. Okay, same thing. In the grim dark future, there's only war. So this is part 2, right? It's 8 minutes long. Okay. Yep. Ecclesiarchy. Battle Sisters. Something. I can listen to the hymns, I guess. What the hell is that? Oh, okay. It's like their ship. Oh yeah, Bricky said they play war hymns and like church type music when they go over orbit. Alright, please somebody tell me what legion he is, because he's got like a Skull type helmet. What the hell is this? Yeah, I can feel the weight. I guess.
In the holiest chamber of our ancient flagship, I lower myself to one knee and bow my head, because this is what is asked of me. Grimaldus, High Marshal Helbrecht intoned. His voice was a guttural rumble, rendered harsh from yelling orders and battle cries in 100 wars on 100 worlds. We have summoned you to be judged. I have answered the summons. I submit myself before your judgment, my liege. Mordred is dead. Helbrecht's voice was a deep murmur. Slain by the archenemy. You, Grimaldus, have lost a master. We have all of us lost a brother. It was the belief of Reclusiarch Mordred that upon his death, you would be worthiest of our brother chaplains to stand in his stead. His final decree was that you, of all your brethren, would be the one to rise to the rank of
Reclusiarch.
The figure inclined his head in greeting.
Arterion, we draw near to our destination. I took the liberty of readying the squad for planetfall. This world will burn. It will not be the first, nor the last. Have you seen the projections? The fleet auguries, the number of vessels in the local systems already? I lost interest when the numbers became too high for me to count on my fingers.
Arterion snorted at his own weak jest.
We will fight and win, or fight and die. All that ever changes is the color of the sky we fight under, and the shade of the blood on our blades.
Yeah, pretty poetic. Oh, this is like a flashback. Is it?
My brothers' names are Arterion, Priamus, Cador, Nerovar, and Bastilan. These are the knights that have waged war beside me for decades. We are the Knights of Squad Grimaldus.
Grimaldus. Okay.
Within his veins, Cador carries the blessed blood of Rogel Dawn with what seems like weary honor. He is older.
Rogel Dawn. Blood Angels, I think.
Than I. Older by far. His decades within the Sword Brethren are behind him now. Priamus is the rising sun to Cador's dusk. He is aware of his skills in the unsubtle and undignified way of many young warriors. Blade Master, he calls himself. Yet he is not mistaken. Arterion is... Arterion. My shadow, just as I am his. It is rare among our number for any knight to lay aside personal glory, yet Arterion is the one who carries my banner into battle. Nerovar is the newest among us. The squad required the presence of an apothecary. In the trials, only Nerovar impressed the rest of us with his quiet endurance. Bastilan is last. Bastilan, always the best and least of us all.
Raven?
A leader, but not a commander. An inspiring presence, but not a strategist. Forever a sergeant, never fated to rise as a castellan or marshal. My brothers go through the same rituals of checking and rechecking. A curious sense of unease descends upon me.
Alright. That did not go well.
I have heard from Great and Lograin of the Sword Brethren that there is talk of the High Marshal nominating you to lead a crusade.
It is my belief, not merely the wish of your fallen master, that you should take the honor we offer you now. You have waged war at my side for 200 years, Grimaldus. Will you stand at my side as Reclusiarch of the Eternal Crusade?
Yes, my liege.
What?
I dub thee Reclusiarch of the Eternal Crusade, as a knight of the Inner Circle. Let that be the last blow you receive unanswered.
It will be so.
No, you just whacked him for no reason.
As it should be.
Hey, promotion. Let's do part 3 as well, at least. Following, of course, same thing. In the grim dark future, there's only war. The grim darkness of the future. Alright, where have we landed? This looks like the Hades Hive M9 M40K, okay. Imperial Guards? The second war for us. Come on, Space Marines, help out these guys. Who is this? Damn. $57 years later, okay. Yeah, definitely Imperial Guard. Alright, that is, I believe, a Thunderhawk transport for Space Marines. I'm learning. Your Honor.
Are you Kirov?
I am.
We are the Emperor's Knights. We are the warriors of the Eternal Crusade and the sons of Rogel Dawn. I am Helsreach, High Marshal of the Black Templars. With me is Bayard, Emperor's Champion, and Grimaldus, Ecclesiarch. We come to offer you our blades, our service, and the lives of over 900 warriors in the defense of your world.
Kirov stood
wow.
in silence. 900 Astartes. Entire star systems were conquered with a fraction of that.
I am glad to hear it. Welcome to Armageddon.
900 Space Marines. That's a big fight. Alright, who is this guy?
Hades' hive will not survive the first week.
The man speaking is ancient, and he looks every hour of his age. Both piety and hate echo in his every word. His name is Sebastian Yarrick. Even we Astartes must respect that name.
Really?
What is coming in system now far exceeds what has laid waste to the planet before. The other hives must be reinforced 1,000 times over. Hades will burn.
At our best estimations, Battlefleet Armageddon, the orbital defenses, and the Astartes fleets remaining in the void will be able to deny the enemy landing for 9 days.
That's it.
These are our best estimates.
Ooh,
And the worst?
3 days.
4 days.
Yikes, 4 days. That was close.
Once the orbital war is lost, be it 4 days or 9, our fleets will break from the planet in a fighting withdrawal. From then on, Armageddon will be defenseless beyond what is already entrenched upon the surface. The Orcs will be free to land whatever and wherever they wish.
Yikes.
Who will lead the Astartes vessels?
Given his seniority and the expertise of his chapter, High Marshal Helsreach of the Black Templars will take overall command of the Astartes fleets. We are to remain in orbit.
We are the obvious choice to command the Astartes elements in the orbital battles.
I was wrong. I will not die in futility on this world.
High Marshal, we can slaughter the Greenskin Tyrant before he even sets foot on the world below us.
I have already spoken with the other marshals, my brother. We must leave a contingent on the surface to defend one of the hive cities that yet remains ungarrisoned by Astartes.
That is not our duty, my liege.
And yet, a commander must remain.
Don't do this.
It is already done.
No,
This is not the time. The decision is made, Grimaldus. I know you as I knew Mordred. You will not refuse this honor.
I would burst the great enemy's black heart in my hand and cast his blasphemous flagship to the surface of Armageddon, wreathed in holy fire. Do not leave me here, Helsreach.
I
Do
don't
not
know.
deny me this glory.
Yep.
You will not refuse this honor.
Ah, shit.
Wait, brother.
Don't be a stroppy kid. He's not happy about it. I don't think they were like so emotional. Yep. He wants to go and fight, and he wants him to defend.
Blood of dawn. Now that's a sight.
Their destination was called, with bleakness so typical of this world, Helsreach.
Ah,
We cannot be the only Astartes strength sent to this city.
We will not be alone. The Guard is with us, and militia forces.
Humans?
The Legio in...
so they don't consider themselves human because he just sort of mockingly said, "Ah, humans, puny humans." Interesting. I mean, they probably consider themselves like more holy, more superior and stuff, but still kind of human, right?
Vigilata has landed to the east of the city. Titans, my brother. I don't see you sneering at that.
Yeah.
Reclusiac. How can we defend all this?
With blade and bolter. With faith and fire.
Oh no, he's dead. Oh, he lost his arm. Okay, so this is probably before. What a badass. To be continued. So should we do one more? 22 minutes in. All right, what I'll do is I'll stop here and I'll just discuss so far. So far, very impressive. Let me just mute this. So I'm getting this section where they are actually fighting the orcs here. This is afterwards because the preparation at the start suggested that they wanted to fight before the orcs even landed, but the orcs have landed. And he's himself the, whatever his rank was, the main guy, the leader. He is actually fighting. So this would suggest that the orcs have landed. No, but his arm is cut off here. No, this is something before, because in the when he was talking to the Astartes, his arm was missing. So this is where he lost his arm in a fight with an orc. And I guess that's how his legend was made, I guess. Because like him picking up and, you know, swinging this giant chainsaw just suggests he's insanely powerful. And he's just a human, I think. He's not an Astartes, definitely small. He may be something else, like maybe Inquisitor or something, I don't know. But yeah, he seems to be a very powerful general or something. Yeah, very impressive so far. So we got our guy, Grimaldus, being promoted so far. They're going for a massive war against the orcs on this, what's the name of the planet? But anyway, it's like a hive, Hades hive. Is that the name of the planet? So, and his, I'm sorry, I don't know the name of the commanding officer, the old guy. He sent him to defend Helsreach. So now we know what Helsreach is. Helsreach is the main city where our boys are going to stand and fight against the orcs in case they land. And of course, we know they'll land. Yeah, so far, very impressive. I like the sort of minimalistic art style. I assume it's made by like one person or two people because they have to get creative with what they can achieve with limited, resources. And this is impressive. Okay, maybe occasionally, because it's like the black and white art style, it's a little difficult to make out what's happening. But I mean, see what, but it's still clear enough to see if there's fire, if there's explosions, jaw, limbs cutting, getting cut off, things like that. So still easy to distinguish all of that. And music is amazing. Voiceover, I think, is from the audiobook. Very good. It seems like a well-made movie. And this is something that, like someone like me, I don't watch movies anymore because the formula for Hollywood and other mainstream stuff, it just doesn't excite me anymore. There's too much politics, agenda, and very few passion projects. And this is an example of a passion project. The first trailer thing alone was so impressive. Like, imagine them having a bit more budget and making something visually more interesting. But this works as well. I'm very impressed so far. So yeah, I'll stop it here at part 3. And I'll try and do 3-4 parts in each one, depending on their length. Some of them are a bit longer. I just scroll through the playlist, and I think the last one is like very long, at 35 minutes or something. But most of the others are 10 to 15 in length. So we'll try and put like 3-4 together. I want to do this in like maybe 5 parts, maybe 6, so it doesn't get too big, and enough for me to sort of take a break and recollect and just discuss what happened. But yeah, so far, I'm surprised how good the music is. That's like the one thing that stood out. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you with part 4 of Helsreach.